Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Betty M or Betty Mavenge. Uh, Thank you for clicking to watch today's video. And today before I tell you what I'm going to be talking about, kindly consider subscribing. Let's get to 100 subscribers. I want to take the little milestones. Right now we are at 15 subscribers. Let's get to 100 subscribers, and we are going to be doing more of reaction videos to other videos. Yeah, so for today I want to do a reaction to a movie that I saw on Netflix. The movie is called Nafsi. It's a Kenyan movie. I love Kenyan movies. Yeah, for me that movie, wow, the whole team that compiled that movie, big up yourselves, mlifanya kazi poa. So, and mainly I want to focus on two characters in the whole movie, Shiko and Aisha. So Shiko and Aisha are best of friends, very close, and they love each other. So they are both in different relationships, and they're both they're in serious relationships. So one time Shiko realizes that her man has been cheating with her, not on her, with her. Like he had another wife, and then he had another wife back in Shags, came to Nairobi, lied to Shiko, got her engaged and all that. They moved in together. They were in a relationship. And then Aisha, on the other hand, she was in a relationship. It was a serious one, a serious commitment. But for 7 years, she never suspected a thing because the guy was all loving and all that. But little did she know, he was also cheating with a man. Imagine staying with someone for 7 years. Ujui ati akona mtu mwingine, and to make matters worse, a man. Wow. Yeah, so, and in the middle of everything, the main thing that movie is focusing on is something called inaitwaje hii yenye you carry a baby that is not really yours, surrogacy. Yeah, so they focus on the issue of surrogacy because in the movie Aisha could not get pregnant because something had happened in her childhood, and that messed not like messed her, but for some reason she could not get pregnant. And those issues, they are medical issues about um, infertility in women and in men. And so mostly it's inalalianga wa mama sana, like you're the one who can't get pregnant, but they don't want to know if the man can also produce. So because they knew Aisha, on several instances she got pregnant. The first time it was an epitomic pregnancy. From what I know, it is a pregnancy yenye the fetus plants itself on the tubes, so it refuses to come to flow to the uterus. So, and the fallopian tubes, they're so small, so the baby can't fit there. So it's a risky thing. So when you go to the doctor, they have to terminate it as soon as possible. So that's what happened. Yeah, so she terminated the pregnancy, and then because it took a toll on her, so Shiko comes in. She also is dealing with her own stuff, and then comes in and wants to help Aisha, and together they find comfort in each other, from what I can say. Yep. And Shiko now decides, you know what, let me help you out, let me be your surrogate mom and carry your baby to term. And that's what they do. But again, Aisha's boyfriend doesn't really buy into the idea, like, no, why can't we try, why can't we do this once more? And so Aisha gives a suggestion. She will give the the chance to Shiko's idea, and she'll also give a chance to her boyfriend, who is Sebastian, a chance. So that happens. Aisha gets pregnant. Shiko is also carrying Aisha's baby. So now you can see double blessings. Then Shiko goes back to her boyfriend, but her boyfriend hakuchukulia hiyo story vizuri. So again he becomes violent and the issues go around. And now Shiko is out on the street. But before that, he was abusive. So Shiko had to run to the doctor because, again, she was pregnant. Going to the doctor, the baby was fine, but the scan showed that the baby could have Down syndrome. I don't know much about Down syndrome, so I won't talk about that. And telling Aisha is also pregnant. So Aisha and Sebastian decide, you know what, Shiko's baby is not our baby. We cannot have that baby. And it was all Sebas' idea. So again, they summon Shiko and they tell her that, no, you know what, you have to terminate your baby. We don't want that baby anymore. But you know what, Shiko has other friends. Shiko and Aisha together, they have other friends. So Shiko opts to go to one of the other friends, and she hosts her. And as time goes by, Shiko's due date, Shiko's birth date now comes in. It was an emergency, so rush to the hospital, get the baby. It was an emergency CS. And luckily Aisha got to know about it, so Aisha goes to see the baby. Of course, it's her baby, so she was kinda attached. And then after that, now Aisha is also going to get a baby, but something happened. She had a blood stain on her. She got to know about Seba's affair with a man and confronts him, and then and she starts bleeding from nowhere. I don't know how that happens. So she starts bleeding from nowhere and she has to be rushed to the hospital, and guess what? Her womb is a mess and her baby doesn't survive. So, and instead of Seba being there for her, imagine anapotea. Like, seriously. So after amepotea, no, Aisha had to stay in the hospital, recover, and then the doctor said to tell her that her womb had to be removed. Her baby didn't survive, so she only has one option: to go back to Shiko and tell her, you know what, I still need my baby back. Somehow she didn't make the right decision for me, if I'll say. So she went and she had this idea, so she paid some goods to go and steal the baby and bring her to her, because it was a girl. And she ends up being arrested because somehow they left a phone that was traced by the CIDs, and that led to her arrest. So my point is, no matter what, the whole story for me, the way I see it, these two ladies, they sacrificed a lot to be in the relationships that they were in. They sacrificed so much to be at a place in their lives that they were happy and contented. But again, imagine haikuenda up venye walipanga. So no matter what, please, for me, my take home is, no matter what you do, please never disregard your closest friends and your family. Because Aisha, before she got arrested, she had gone home to her dad, and her dad had welcomed her well, because again, she has a small baby. She had so much emotions and so much unforgiveness in her heart. She was so bitter at some point, and she had gone through so much, so she needed a shoulder to lean on. And seeing that she had ruined a relationship with her close friend, and also her boyfriend had opted, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore, and left her. So she had no other option but rudi to home. So keep safe and comment on what you think about the movie. If you have not watched that movie, please consider when do we watch. It is a nice movie. Be blessed.